Hey, good morning, everyone. My name's Holly, and I'm a pastor of Spirit Garage, and it's good to have you here this morning on this chilly, I don't know what it is now, but it was 4 when I got up this morning. So it's pretty cold, but bright, sunny day, which is great for celebrating Epiphany, which was actually 2 days ago, but this is the first Sunday, and we sort of celebrated Epiphany over pancakes last week, too. I guess we were just doing the season of Epiphany. And we're doing Coffeehouse Worship today. So in case that's new for you, on our Coffeehouse Worship, we take a theme and then we wrap poetry and music around it to be the message for the day. And so in this particular case, the Epiphany themes have to do with enlightenment, but more specifically that story in the Bible that talks about the Magi from the east who followed the star and to find the baby Jesus, and then went home by another way. One of my favorite lines in the Bible, home by another way. Funny little thing about me. This is the unscripted stuff I never think about saying. I'm one of those people when I hike who really prefers loops because I don't like stopping and turning around and going back the same way. So they went home by another way in order to avoid the powers that be who were worried about the child. So we are going to look at some poetry that has something to do with that. And in specifically, the first poem we're going to listen to is one by May Tahara Carlson, who's the pastor over at Bethlehem in Minnetonka. And she has that book called, it's from Ordinary Blessings. And the Ordinary Blessings, has a lot of different blessings for all kinds of days. Or maybe it's from Speak It Plain. I don't know. She has 3 books. By the way, there's the newest one is for parents and grandparents. So if you happen to find yourself as one of those people, get that book because it's a good one. And anyway, so in one of these books, she has a poem called The Day of Epiphany. So we're going to read that. And a line in that stood out to me. And the line was to watch the sky and follow the stars. And so that's our theme for this, all of the poetry and music that you find today is watch the sky and follow the stars. And so you can make yourself comfortable. You'll know some of these songs. They're all, there's some sort of, let's call them, how's this? Hymn adjacent. Yeah? Hymn adjacent songs, and then some that you'll know from, popular radio, and then some that you'll be like, I don't know that song at all, but okay. And you're welcome to sing along on any of them that you want to. And you're also just welcome to sit and take it all in. And in case you're unfamiliar, there's like donuts and some homemade cranberry orange bread in there that Celeste made, and coffee and hot cocoa. So let it just be a nice morning to soak in the message of the gospel and think about how today we might watch the sky and follow the stars. I will begin by lighting the candles, and we'll take some deep breaths together, and then we will hear Adrian sing. So you guys can. As we breathe in, I'm breaking my own rules here. Let me fix that. Sorry, live stream. For a moment, I forgot about you. Make sure you can hear too. As we breathe in the breath of God, we know that God, the Creator, has gathered us together in this space, this online space, this physical space. And breathe that back out into the world. And God is still igniting and inspiring us. So we breathe in that inspiration and breathe it back out into the world. And God is still liberating us in all kinds of ways. Breathe in that freedom and breathe that back out into the world.
Said the night wind to the little lamb, do you see what I see? Way up in the sky, little lamb, do you see what I see? A star, dancing in the night with a tail as big as a kite, with a tail as big as a kite. Said the little lamb to the shepherd boy, do you hear what I hear? Ringing through the sky, shepherd boy, do you hear what I hear? A song, high above the trees with a voice as big as the sea, with a voice as big as the sea. Said the shepherd boy to the mighty king, do you know what I know? In your palace warm, mighty king, do you know what I know? A child shivers in the cold. Let us bring him silver and gold. Let us bring him silver and gold. Said the king to the people everywhere, listen to what I say. Pray for peace, people everywhere. Listen to what I say. The child sleeping in the night, he will bring us goodness and light. He will bring us goodness and light.
This is Day of Epiphany by Meta Herrick Carlson. Long ago, Christians began celebrating the Magi arriving in Bethlehem, watching the sky and following stars, set their minds on heavenly things. The light held power that changed their course and opened their dreams to more beauty and justice than the earth had ever known. I wish to begin this new year by celebrating the possibilities beyond my own earthly will, to watch the sky and follow the stars so that I remember that we are all made of heaven's own dreams. The flames are dancing and warm on this long winter night, a sign of what could be the way and guide towards purpose and love that threaten this world's callous comfort. We mark the threshold of home with chalk like stardust to remind us where to look and how to travel with wonder.
You know, I had Epiphany myself earlier this week, which was that I told Holly my voice was not completely healed from having been sick for a while. So once in a while, when I want my voice to take a left turn, it takes a right turn. So I'm just going to apologize in advance if that happens in this song. And it doesn't help with the fact that she picked a song by Coldplay where he jumps around all over the place. So, we'll do our best. This is a song you know. Certainly feel free, if you want to belt it out at the top of your lungs, you can join in with us. This is not meant to be just a solo show up here. Look at the stars, look how they shine for you, and everything you do. They were all yellow, came along, wrote this song for you, and all the things you do. And it was called Yellow. So I took my turn. Oh, what a thing to have done. And it was all yellow. Your skin, oh yeah, your skin and bones turned into something beautiful. You know I love you so. You know I love you so. Swam across, I jumped across for you. Oh, what a thing to do. 'Cause you were all yellow. Drew a line, I drew a line for you. Oh, what a thing to do. And it was all yellow. Your skin, oh yeah, your skin and bones turned into something beautiful. You know, for you I'd bleed myself dry. For you I'd bleed myself. It's true, look how they shine for you. Look how they shine for you. Look how they shine for. Look how they shine for you. Look how they shine for you. Look how they shine for. Look at the stars. Look how they shine for you, and all the things you do.
For those who have far to travel, an Epiphany Blessing by Jan Richardson. If you could see the journey whole, you might never undertake it, might never dare the first step that propels you from the place you have known to the place you know not. Call it one of the mercies of the road, that we see it only by stages as it opens before us, as it comes into our keeping step by single step. Nothing for it but to go, and by our going, take the vows the pilgrims take, to be faithful to the next step, to rely on more than the map, to heed the signposts of intuition and dream, to follow the star that only you will recognize, to keep an open eye for the wonders that attend the path, to press on beyond distractions, beyond fatigue, beyond what would tempt you from the way. There are vows that only you will know, the secret promises for your particular path, and the new ones you will need to make when the road is revealed by turns you could not have foreseen. Keep them, break them, make them again. Each promise becomes part of the path. Each choice creates the road that will take you to the place where at last you will kneel to offer the gift most needed, the gift that only you can give, before turning to go home by another way.
This is a song called Tiny Light. I think I'd only heard this song once before, but I was reminded this week when I woke up after what was like 4 or 5 days of seemingly snow and no sun, to see that little tiny light kind of scared me. I hadn't seen it in a while. But we braved it, and we've come through the other side here, and we've got some beautiful weather ahead. So.
What will come of us today? What we need we cannot say. It's been a long, long time and I am so afraid. As we all fall down, it's hard to see a brighter day, but I see a tiny light like a flashbulb sparkle in the night. I see a tiny light beckon everyone to hold on tight. What will come of all our pride? This house of stone has crumbled from the inside. It's been a long, long war and the battle's drawing near. Closer and closer till it whispers in my ear. Whoa, I see a tiny light like a flashbulb sparkle in the night. I see a tiny light telling everyone to hold on tight. Bring me back the streets of gold. Give me something warm to hold. Give me love and only love, and we will see it shining from a. I see a tiny light like a flashbulb sparkle in the night. I see a tiny light telling everyone to hold on tight. I see a tiny light like a flashbulb sparkle in the night. I see a tiny light telling everyone to hold on tight. I see a tiny light, but it's not gonna shine without a fire.
This is an Emily Dickinson poem called We Grow Accustomed to the Dark. We grow accustomed to the dark when light is put away, as when a neighbor holds the lamp to witness her goodbye. A moment we uncertain step for newness of the night, then fit our vision to the dark and meet the road erect. And so, of larger darkness, those evenings of the brain, when not a moon discloses sign or a star comes out within, the bravest grope a little and sometimes hit a tree directly in the forehead. But as they learn to see, either the darkness alters or something in the sight adjusts itself to midnight and life steps almost straight. Jesus, my Savior, did come for to die for poor ordinary people like you and like I wonder as I wander out under the sky. When Mary birthed Jesus, 'twas in a cow stall, with wise men and shepherds and farmers and all. But high from God's heaven a starlight did fall, and the promise of the ages it then did recall. If Jesus had wanted for any wee thing, a star in the sky or a bird on the wing, or all of God's angels in heaven for to sing, he surely could have it, 'cause he was a king.
When I Heard the Learned Astronomer by Walt Whitman. When I heard the learned astronomer, when the proofs, the figures were ranged in columns before me, when I was shown the charts and diagrams to add, divide, and measure them, when I, sitting, heard the astronomer where he lectured, with much applause in the lecture room, how soon, unaccountable, I became tired and sick, till rising and gliding out, I wandered off by myself in the mystical, moist night air, and from time to time looked up in perfect silence at the stars.
Glenn, are you ready? Sorry, we kicked him off the stage temporarily. No. Does anybody know this John Legend song, Under the Stars? Oh, thank God. Whew. That's right, there we go. Good, that's fantastic. Yeah. As my friend said when I was saying, you realize I'm supposed to sing a John Legend song? And he goes, oh, brother. He says, I mean, he's a legend. So we'll do our best here. I've got one thing in common, or maybe better than John Legend. I'm going to brag a minute. I think I have a better looking wife than he does. Yeah, so that's for sure. All right, Glenn, let's see if I get my tempo right here. 1, 2, play. Here we are under the stars. Here we are under the stars. Heaven is not so far. Heaven is not so far. Heaven is not so far under the stars. We'll find a love to hold our hands through the cold. We'll find an angel lying out in the snow. We'll see a light to lead us all the way home. Wherever we go, we will know. Here we are under the stars. Here we are under the stars. Heaven is not so far. Heaven is not so far. Heaven is not so far under the stars. Let's raise a toast for all the good days to come. Let's celebrate the season. Come, everyone. Let's save a kiss for us when the night is done. Oh, my love, I'll keep you warm. All the lost and lonely, all the lovers holding on, all of us, no matter what we've done. We are not alone, although we're far apart. We are one under the sun. Here we are under the stars. Here we are under the stars. Heaven is not so far. Heaven is not so far. Heaven is not so far under the stars.
Growing Light by George Ella Lyon. I write this poem out of darkness, to you who are also in darkness, because our lives demand it. This poem is a hand on your shoulder, a bone touch to go with you through the hard birth of vision. In other words, love shapes this poem, is the fist that holds the chisel, muscle that drags marble, and burns with the weight of believing a face lives in the stone, a breathing word in the body. I tell you through the darkness, I tell you that the darkness has been ours. Words will give our eyes open in promise, a growing light.
Well, I had a dream. I stood beneath an orange sky. Yes, I had a dream. I stood beneath an orange sky. With my brother standing by. With my brother standing by. I said, brother, you know it's been a long road we've been walking on. Brother, you know it is such a long road we've been walking on. And I had a dream. I stood beneath an orange sky. With my sister standing by. With my sister standing by. I said, sister, here's what I know now. In your love, my salvation lies in your love. My salvation lies in your love. My salvation lies in your love, in your love, in your love. But my sister, you know I'm so weary. And you know, sister, my heart's been broken. Sometimes my mind is too strong to carry on. Too strong to carry on. When I'm alone, when I've thrown off the weight of this crazy stone, when I've lost all care for the things I own, that's when I miss you, that's when I miss you, that's when I miss you, you are my home. You are my home. Here's what I know now, here is what I know now. It goes like this, goes like this. In your love, my salvation lies in your love. 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 My salvation lies in your love, in your love. Salvation lies in your love, in your love, in your love. I had a dream. I stood beneath an orange sky. I had a dream, I had a dream. I stood beneath an orange sky. My brother and my sister standing by. With my brother and my sister standing by. My brother and my sister standing by.
Why I Wake Early by Mary Oliver. Hello, sun in my face. Hello, you who make the morning and spread it over the fields and into the faces of the tulips and the nodding morning glories, and into the windows of even the miserable and the crotchety. Best preacher that ever was, dear star, that just happens to be where you are in the universe, to keep us from ever darkness, to ease us with warm touching, to hold us in the great hands of light. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Watch now how I start the day in happiness, in kindness.
Run and tell all of the angels this could take all night. Think I need a devil to help me get things right. Hook me up a new revolution, 'cause this one is a lie. We sat around laughing and watched the last one die. Now I'm looking to the sky to save me, looking for a sign of life, looking for something to help me burn out right. I'm looking for a complication, looking 'cause I'm tired of trying. Make my way back home when I learn to fly. Think I'm done nursing the patience, it can wait one night. I give it all away if you give me one last try. We'll live happily ever trapped if you just save my life. Run and tell the angels that everything's alright. Now I'm looking to the sky to save me, looking for a sign of life, looking for something to help me burn out bright. I'm looking for a complication, looking 'cause I'm tired of lying. Make my way back home when I learn to fly. Make my way back home when I learn to fly. Along with me, I can't quite make it alone. Try to make this life my own. Fly along with me, I can't quite make it alone. Try to make this life my own. Looking to the sky to save me, looking for a sign of life, looking for something to help me burn out bright. I'm looking for a complication, looking 'cause I'm tired of trying. Make my way back home when I learn to look into the sky to save me, looking for a sign of life, looking for something to help me burn out bright. I'm looking for a complication, looking 'cause I'm tired of trying. Make my way back home when I learn to fly. Make my way back home when I learn to fly. Make my way back home when I learn to fly.
Please pray with me. For places that need your peace, for Tigray, Ukraine, Iran, and Mexico. For those who need your justice, those without homes, those who need health care, those without enough to eat, those who live among violence. For those who are close to us, for Spidey, for Gail, for Tim, for Justin, and all our kids. For those and for more, we ask your presence. And for our church community, for the people we worship with each week, for our leadership, for our city, our state, our so flawed yet beloved country, our world with all of its endless diversity of terrain and people and cultures, for our homes, for our families, for our friends and our partners, for another year, for our health, for life itself. For all these, with our deepest gratitude, we give you thanks. Amen.
As you go out from this space today, or whatever space you are in, may you watch the sky. May you follow the stars. May it lead you to knowing Jesus in a brand new way that feels like an epiphany for you. Amen. Rachel's going to come up and do announcements, but I'm going to tag team with her, start out, because I know everything I have written in here is not the same. So while she's coming up here, a huge thank you to Stephen and to Glenn and to Aaron and to Adrian and to Jason, and also to the readers, Julie and Dave. Did I get everyone? I feel like if I don't, I'm not going to sleep tonight. Oh. So for those folks, thank you for being leaders today. Peter, thanks for praying. See, if I'd forgotten that, in the middle of the night, I've been like, I forgot to thank Peter. Maris for setting up coffee. It takes a lot of hands. She'll tell you how to be one of those hands and voices. And she also has on this list that we have a happy hour coming up this week. But as you know, we're also in a search process, and that's going to get in the way of happy hour. Not that we aren't happy about it. So we're going to push that by a week. Yeah. So that'll be like Tuesday the... Really? Okay. 17th, 5 o'clock, Wild Mind, which is just down the road in between Nicollet and Lindale on 61st. Okay. You can do the rest, Rachel.
Okay. If you want to give, there's an offering can back there on the little table, or you can text or go on our website. There's an email list you can join. This is a QR code. If you want to scan it, I think there's somewhere around here to help with worship. You can scan this. It's a little sign-up thing. You can put your name on there and do something like this. It's fun. Mental health resources, good. Happy hour, which is now the 17th. Wild Mind Ales. That'll be fun. So, yeah. This is also really fun. Carbs, coffee, and the Enneagram. One of my favorite things. Saturday, the 28th. You have to sign up. There's a QR code. It's also like in the email and on the website. And yeah, it'll be here. So that'll be really fun. Book discussion, Demon Copperhead. This is a great book set in Appalachia, close to my home state. And you can read it and gather and talk about it. And then there's a Women's Day of Service, February 11th, 9 a.m. to 1:30 at Bethlehem, which is our like mother church on Lindale over here. So anyone who is female identifying, any age can gather, and we just are going to do some service. So it'll be really cool. I'll be there, and we have lunch afterwards. So you register there. I think that's it. Is that it? Cool.
Just for fun, because this came up on my Facebook feed, and it fits with some work that we're doing right now, so I'm going to say it out loud. There's a fun little genre of Epiphany art that shows the three kings, wise men, magi, whatever they are, all cuddled up together in bed when they get the dream, have the dream that they should follow a star. So check that out this week. Go in peace.